Those calves on Kabata. Oh my god, I didn't even notice. Holy shit. She's got legs like a titan. She's got legs like a titan. I could see through her skin. Right now, it is Band-Maid time. It is Band-Maid time. It's one of my favorite times. They just released, they kind of like dropped a surprise single on us over here called Shambles. I guess it's for an anime. Somebody told me what anime it's from, but I don't remember because the words were not words that I recognized. But we're going to listen to this, man. I am super excited. Like, I am super excited. It is not every day the Band-Maid is just like, hey, here's a new song for you guys. You didn't see it coming, but it's here. So, let's do it, baby. Let's do it right now. Shambles. Oh. Okay. Well, I see why Wave was calling out the drums right away. Oh, that's nasty. Alright, you know. I mean, I know that you guys just want to listen to the song, but I gotta hear that whole first part again. Did not see those kick drums coming in like that, man. That was pretty nuts. Cool, let's go. The end of that guitar lead, too. That's sick. Miko playing the beginning. Cool. Man, those triplet kick drums. Hey, switch up halfway through, okay? Cool. Alright, really cool being. Oh, let's hear that. So I gotta agree with everybody that was saying that the drums were pretty sick in this one, man. It's just like, it's that idea of, I feel like you can tell based on the way that the guitar and the bass is written and the vocal melody what the drums you would think that they would sound like, right? But instead they sound totally different. It's just that Band-Maid thing, right? It's that Band-Maid thing where you go, well, they could be doing this thing that would make a lot of sense, but instead they're going to do this other thing that still makes sense, but it's a little cooler and you wouldn't have thought about it by yourself. At least I wouldn't have. I think everything that Akane is doing is actually awesome in this song. It is really, really enhancing pretty much every other piece of instrumentation in the song. Another chorus that's super catchy, but I want to hear that pre-chorus again. I do find it interesting that there's so much distortion, so much production on the vocals. It kind of reminds me of is it Clang that does that? No. Screaming, right? Screaming has that sort of like distorted vocals in the beginning and the distorted guitar sound, kind of like production-wise, right? And so it's kind of got that idea. I wonder if they're going to continue that into the second verse, because they don't do that in Screaming, right? Wait, I want to go back. I want to hear that pre-chorus. Yeah, and I love how we get that kind of like fake halftime in the chorus here too. The same way that's like, you know, you indifferent, where it's like, it sounds like they're gonna go to halftime, but they don't go to exactly halftime. Damn. Dude, I cannot I cannot keep up with everything that Akane is doing in this one, man. She really is just going. She's just going. It's like a drum roll every 5 seconds. Not even. Interesting. Okay, so we are going back. We're going back. We still got the distorted vocals in the second verse, but we're switching up the entire instrumentation, it sounds like. I bet Misa's about to take over here. I felt it coming. I felt it coming. I felt Misa coming from a mile away. Ooh. Just chaos. 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 That's just chaos. It's all chaos right there. It's maniacal. Alright, one more time. One more time. It's just chaos, bro. I'm sorry. I keep saying the same word. I know. But, like, you hear all that shit going on at the same time? How is all that shit happening at the same time? It still sounds good, right? Like, that's the question I always have when it comes to stuff like this. How is all that shit happening at the same time? All these sounds that feel like they're disconnected, but come together to create a harmony. It doesn't seem like it should work. It works, though. It works. Just nuts. I love that. That's great. Okay, hold on. Whoa, look at that shot. Okay, Misa. Okay, Misa. Alright, let's do this. We're about to get into bridge territory. Bridge or solo. Bridge end or solo. I don't know. They switch it back and forth. We're about to find out. This is the make or break of the song for me, as y'all know. The song's already pretty fucking fire. Not gonna lie. Thoroughly enjoying the sounds that we're getting in here. Once again, bringing us back to that chorus, which is just like, I love the juxtaposition of the pure chaos that comes from the pre-chorus into the chorus, which is just a great melody. Band-Maid special, once again. Alright. Alright, Misa. Time to shine. Wow. Yeah, man, her tone is so different. Oh. Oh. Cool extension there on the end. Another short solo. It does feel like we've gone back to the days of the short solos here for this one. Let's just listen to that whole part again. I love that her distortion is... whoever mentioned that... it sounds like the tones are more from the Domination era. 100%. This does not sound like the guitar tone that she was using in Unseen World at all. Especially when this solo came up. I think when they did that, I kind of felt like that was going to be their new sound going forward when it just came to tone. I'm a little surprised that they went back and changed it again. But it kind of... That's cool. Like, it's cool that they're just going to go, depending on what song they're writing, use a different tone for it. Let's start at the beginning of Misa's bass lick here. What a shot. One of the coolest Band-Maid shots that they've had in music videos. It's definitely like a... It's cool, but it's short. What a short, clean part. Cool, though. Continuing the bridge here. Yeah. Hey. Come on, come on. All right, so okay. Now that we're actually through the bridge, let's talk about that for a second, because y'all know how I feel about that part of the song. Short solo. I mean, really short solo. My voice just cracked. That was embarrassing. But that was like even shorter than like a lot of their other solos, I think. But if it was just the solo, I think I would be a little bit disappointed. I'd be like, that was such a short part. But instead, it's not. We do the thing that makes you love Band-Maid, or at least makes me love Band-Maid. I mean, there's a bajillion reasons, but the fact that we come in, we start with the bass, the bass solo. I guess it was a solo, right? Like, it was, again, really short, but I guess you would call that a bass solo, leading into the guitar solo. But then we come in, we start going into that clean part, and then the end of that clean part, man, when it's that's cool again, too. So that combined, all four of those different segments inside of this bridge leading up to what is very likely going to be the final chorus. I mean, the whole thing ends up becoming an entity that is like, it's not just that short solo. It is these four combined parts that make something even better. So let's listen to the whole part one more time, okay? Starting from Misa's bass thing. We should go all the way through, no talking. Sick. Bass transition, man. I love the focus on Misa here. Nasty. I just want to hear her breathe one more time, if that's okay with everybody else. Well. I don't know. What'd you guys think? Did you like it? Because, I mean, the hairs on my arms are standing up right now. It doesn't happen a lot. Oh, I've got goosebumps. I thought that was awesome. That was just like, I mean, it really did remind me a bit of when Different came out, and I just was like, wow, listen to all these, like, changes of the drum patterns that are going through here, these guitar, these high-pitched guitar leads that are being extended into further parts of the song, right? They're not just ending after the 4 count. They're going on further, just like the but at the end of the end, like, yeah, catch chorus, good vocals, of course. I don't know if it was anything that super stood out for me on that front, but only because, God, Akane, like, stole my attention for just the vast majority of that song, man. Like, I was talking before this started about how I can rarely notice the drums first and foremost, because guitar brain just forces me to pay attention to the guitars first, but Jesus, man, it was like every couple seconds she was going into another drum fill, and when she wasn't doing the drum fills, she was doing these triplets on the kick drum that would just change the feeling of the pace of the song the entire time. Just constantly. I love that about it, man. I love that about it. All the little transitions, that bass transition leading into the final chorus especially, gotta love that. But the other ones, the drum transitions going into the other 2 choruses, that just chaotic, just completely chaotic pre-chorus. I mean, when I say chaotic, I mean it sounds chaotic, but writing wise, it's really not. Like, you know, you could hear the guitar going up, right, and then kind of doing the bends, those rock and roll, old school rock and roll bends leading into it. It's a riff that she's following from the beginning of the pre-chorus. But Akane's drum work during that part makes it sound so much more hectic than it actually, and you could hear Misa sliding up at the same time too. But it's just a combination of those things. They just all sound like they should clash, but they don't. You know, and that's like probably the biggest. That's like the biggest pro that I could ever give to Band-Maid, is that they constantly write music that feels like it should clash and it never does. And that, to me, is like, that's a sign of just impeccable songwriting, you know, to be able to do that. So many people would try to do that, have it sound, you know, like palatable, but it'll just come off as rough around the edges and maybe a little sloppy. You don't get anything like that when they do it, right? So it's just like, wow, they did it again, guys. They did it again. What can I say?